So, just let me hit record and we lit.
Alright.
Welcome back from the desk below. I have with me a legend, the very first gold and platinum selling artist to ever appear on the show. So I want to say that again. To ever appear on the show, I have the one, the only, Keith Murray.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, baby?
Peace, Ken. I just want to let you know you're the first gold and platinum selling guest to ever appear on the show.
Oh, word, that's nice, because you caught me at a time where fluctuating in the universe, and I'm going through my emails, and I saw your email, and I contacted you to see what you was about, and you explained to me what your demographics are and your subscribers are, and how we can both help each other continue the forward march of hip-hop and getting money from it.
Well, you made more money off hip-hop than me, Mr. Murray. I just do it for the love of the culture.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, you helping me make money right now and get the word out about me and your demographic, so I don't have to have my own radio station where you're at.
Have you ever thought about getting into radio, Mr. Murray?
I've always been asked to do a radio hosted show since like 1998 when I was traveling the country and the world doing radio. But every time I had went to the people who was my caregivers, we decided that we was going to hold off, do our project, and then get back to that. But then it never came up again over and over. But I'm looking to do radio now, and once I open up shop, I want to be the best. I don't want to have a mediocre show where I can't dedicate my time with. But yes, I do want to do a radio show.
You know,
I don't want to retire rap to do a show.
And that's the best way to do it, too, because you can actually give the most amazing interviews that people wouldn't even know. Like, you can probably interview somebody like, I don't know, let's say like Redman, and you could ask him shit that nobody else would know.
Yeah, it's all in the questions, right?
Yes, sir. So, Mr. Murray, is it true that Stevie Wonder is your favorite artist?
Well, yes, he's one of my favorites. Bob Marley is my favorite artist.
Oh, wow. I never would have suspected that. But you actually met Stevie Wonder, and he actually know who Keith Murray was, because his caretaker was like, yo, that's Keith Murray.
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Oh, you'd be surprised. You know, he actually had to tell him, he's like, yo, that's Keith Murray, and Stevie Wonder's like, the most beautiful thing in this world. I've been a fan of you for a long time, Murray, so I pay attention to you. I actually have the Def Squad CD in my hands.
That's what's up. Word. Stevie Wonder know me. He can't even see. So I don't give a fuck what they about me.
What did you...
And that's a genius. He's like number 2.
What did you say to him?
Toss up. It's like Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson.
Oh, wow.
But Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson is a toss-up. You got Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, wow, you're pulling out the legends.
Prince. You got George Clinton, my Uncle George. George Clinton is my uncle.
Like the one who collaborated with Tupac on Can't See Me, right?
Who, George Clinton?
Yes, sir.
P-Funk?
Yes. Yes.
Collaborator with Tupac. You don't know who George Clinton is?
To be honest, sir, I mostly listen to hip-hop. Like, I don't even listen to rock.
Get out of here. You don't know who P-Funk, George Clinton, P-Funk is delegate?
Like, I heard of George Clinton before when he collaborates with hip-hop artists, sir, but I never actually, like, straight up listened to an album.
He came from him. He's one of the most sampled bands and artists in the world of hip-hop. George Clinton, P-Funkadelic. Are you crazy? The mothership has landed.
I'm gonna be straight up, Mr. Murray. I only ever heard of...
Rufus' mother?
No, sir. I only ever heard his collaborations when he collaborates with other artists like Ice Cube and Tupac.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
God damn, Tupac and Ice Cube make George Clinton famous to you? Yo, this world is crazy.
But see, this is the beauty about it too, because people my age, they don't even know who Black Moon is, and I had to like literally.
Wait a minute. Wait. You said to me earlier that you introduced somebody to who?
Buckshot.
Music? Buckshot Shorty.
Yes, sir. Black Moon, duck down.
You said you wanted to slap them.
Yes, I did.
Well, I would have definitely slapped your ass for not knowing Uncle George and Pete Funk. Your listener is going to tell you your mind going to get blown right now. When you hang up, you're going to pull up George Clinton, and your mind going to get blown.
You know, I actually saved out of my notes to pull it up after this interview, so I bet you it will.
Oh, great minds think alike.
So Mr. Murray, too, is it also very true that when you were coming up in the game, too, did K Solo really bring you to Eric Sherman's house?
Yes, he did. You know the history behind me. I'm from Central Islip, Long Island, by way of Roosevelt, Long Island, in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. So I was born in Nassau, was moved to something, and my family was in Brooklyn. So K Solo was from Central Islip, Long Island. He's a couple of years older than me. He used to battle this guy named Heat at the high school, and my friend Wink was his cousins with Eric Sherman, one of my best friends, and he knew Solo. So we would be on the Carlton Avenue selling drugs. We ran up on Solo, spitting rhymes in the store. He was like, "Yo, Keith, you gonna be famous and paid because you got stories." And then I heard Eric Sherman's mother. Eric's from Brentwood, Long Island. I'm from Central Islip. His mother moved to the back of Central Islip. So I said, "Yo, Solo, take me to E-House." He said, meet me on Lowell Avenue at 5 o'clock. I went on Lowell, drove down the block. I had this gray Montero with a sign on the back, the wheel on the back said Urban Gorilla. It was gray, it was dirty. I was driving down low, I saw Solo talking to a girl. I don't know if it was Renee, but nah, it wasn't Renee. I don't know. But he was talking to a girl, so I turned around and went there, and then I followed him to Eric's house. And then he knocked on the door, and he eventually came to the door. And then he introduced me to E.
Is it really true that you have an unreleased video with Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane, Keith Murray?
What?
Is it really true that you have an unreleased Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane video with you, sir?
Well, my Uncle Born, true, God bless the dead, he's from East New York, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. He's the bodyguard for Big Daddy Kane. So I started writing rhymes at 12 years old. Eventually, when I was 15, turning 16, I used to be in the studio with Uncle Born at his house, and he used to go to the shows, and then we started coming outside to the shows with Uncle Born, hanging around Big Daddy Kane, seeing the show from the side like a little kid. And then he put me in the Smooth Operator video. I was the kid in the front with the blue North Carolina hat on. You don't see my face, but
that was you? Wow.
That's me.
Wow, okay, you just blew my mind right there, because I know that video.
That's me with the gray sweatshirt and the blue hat.
Yo,
you see my face. In the crowd.
Yo, that's crazy, that's you.
Word.
Wow.
So, it was Big Daddy Kane's birthday. And after the show in Nassau Coliseum, we went to a diner in Canarsie. And Kane was there at the head of the table, and it was a big, long table, and everybody was there, my cousins, my uncles and us, and then the Kane's people and some other artists. And my uncle always had a camera. And then Kane was rhyming. And then somebody else rhymed. And then my uncle always would take me around Brooklyn to battle people. He was like an agitator of battles. Like, geez, get in here. And I used to be going in because I used to go home and write my rhymes and study. And I couldn't wait for my Uncle Born to take me to Brooklyn, to the projects, like Albany projects with DJ Scratches from and stuff like that, to just match rhymes for people and see who's out there, who was fine in the battle. You know what I'm saying?
Is that's your Uncle T-Roy, right?
No, Uncle Born True.
Oh, wow.
Uncle T-Roy was the one in Roosevelt. He's the youngest son. My father, Keith Omar Murray Sr., Bubba. I'm Baby Bubba, a.k.a. Keysmo. That's my nickname in Roosevelt. Keysmo, Baby Bubba. My father is a senior, the oldest, and my Uncle T-Roy, the original B-boy, was the youngest son out of 6 boys. So I used to gravitate around them two, and in between my other uncles taught me a lot of basketball and business and life and stuff like that. And I had 2 aunts. I got 2 aunts in Roosevelt for my grandmother, Dolly Mae. I had 2 grandmothers, Dolly Mae and Buddha. They're 84 years old.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's long. Wow. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, God bless them. They're alive and they're kicking. I talk to them every day, and my kids know them, and they're the pillars of our family because my mother and father passed away. My father passed away when I was in 8th grade, and my mother passed away when I was 19 before I came out with my first record, the most beautiful thing in the world, when I turned 20.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Murray.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Appreciate it. So Uncle Bo was like, Keith, go ahead, get up in there. So I had the tiger hat on, and I was just spitting rhymes. And Kane was like, how old are you? I was like, 16.
You were 16? Holy shit.
Word. And then I went to a party that Fly Ty had in Queens for the Juice Crew. And Uncle Bourne had me up in the room. And he was like, they was rhyming. G-Rap was rhyming. Men at work. Men at work. And then Kane was rhyming. And Biz was there. And then Uncle Bourne was like, Keith, go ahead, Keith. He would always edge me on. Go ahead, Keith. So I started spitting. I seen Cool V do an interview about that. And then Cool V was like, well, he spit, and they was like, nah. But it wasn't like, nah. Biz was like, sign him. And then Fly Ty and them, I was just so young, and they were just moving so fast that they didn't have time for the little kid that was spitting. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to emulate my style after Tragedy Gaddafi, too.
Oh, Intelligent Hoodlum. Yes, sir. I know him.
Intelligent Hoodlum. That's my man to this day, but he was like my age, and he was a young kid doing it with Marley Marl, who I do music with now. And I was by the radio in Long Island listening to Red Alert play the record. And I was the kid writing the rhymes, listening, knowing every hip-hop record that ever came on the radio, word for word, when Mr. Magic and Red Alert came on.
Is it true when you were a kid that you heard EPMD's It's My Thing and you lost your mind?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I love hearing that story by you.
What happened was, I got goosebumps just now. See, what happened was, the first 2 records I ever bought was Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather, where they had the puffy leather coats on.
Yes, I remember
and
those.
Dougie, yeah, Tougher Than Leather. And then,
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh, and, huh?
Dougie Fresh.
You heard this story?
Mr. Murray, I've been a fan of you for a very long time.
Wow, it was Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick the show. I went to Freeport Mall, I bought the cassette from Run DMC, and I bought the vinyl.
For Dougie Fresh.
Show. And that's all I used to play was that cassette and that vinyl. But my Uncle T-Roy had cassettes of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 I always used to play. And his friend Dave came over and was like, yo, let me hold that tape. And I gave him the tape, and Uncle T-Roy came home and was like, where my tape at? I said, Dave asked me to borrow it. I listened to him. Yo, that nigga went crazy on me. Like, are you crazy? Don't you ever give nobody the tape out of this house? And it wasn't yours? That's how I knew hip-hop was so sacred. I was a little kid. I was sitting there looking at him shook. Like,
oh, yeah, I would too.
What did I just do? I felt so bad I gave that tape away, yo.
But
yeah.
it
Get back to your...
But it also showed you too that hip hop is such a sacred thing, though.
Word, because I asked my Uncle T-Roy. I said, "Yo," because the first record I really heard was King Tut the Third and the Fatback Band.
Oh wow!
We strong as a house, we tall as a tree. We can rock you so viciously with the bass in your face, the highs in your eyes. We can rock you so mesmerized. I was like, "Yo, Uncle T-Roy, how do they do that?" He was like, he said, "Yo, grab a pen, and write it down. read it back to yourself and see how it sounds. It might sound like I'm just an MC, but I'm not. I'm a prince of poetry. And he said, write that out and remember it. I wrote it out and remembered it. Then I started remembering the rhymes, and then ever since then I just kept going with it, writing all the songs out. Then I was in school, because I'm a big student in school, and I was in English class and history class, and the words in the English class would just keep coming at me, the vocabulary. And then I heard Kool Keith, Ultramagnetic. To the best of my knowledge, science, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. I was like, yo. Then I was in Roosevelt, to get back to the EP&D question.
Yes.
I was listening to the radio. It was like in the afternoon, like evening. And then I heard Eric Sermon say, I stay on track like a Long Island chicka-chaka. I said, a Long Island drink on track like a Long Island chicka-chaka. That was the first time I ever heard the metaphor. I was like, oh, shit, that pertains to me. Because I remember I took the train and the Long Island Railroad. My mother and father used to take me to Roosevelt in Brooklyn. I was like, oh, shit, this is crazy. I can put what I see in my mind on paper to the music, to the beat, and they could play it on the radio. I was like, oh, shit. And Eric List, there he was like, stay on track like a Long Island chicka-chaka. I didn't know what he was saying, but I heard Long Island, and I had to figure out what was he saying. He said train conductor. He was like, chicka-chaka. Because you told me you got a speech impediment like Eric Sermon, a list.
Yes, sir.
And Kool G Rap got a list. So I was learning language, how to flip the tongue, 3-syllable, 4-syllable words, science. And then I started dealing with the 5 Cent Nation from Uncle Born True. That was bodyguarding for Big Daddy Kane, so I was putting in the music with the Nation of Islam. Then I heard Public Enemy. They was from Roosevelt. I used to be in Centennial Park. I was in 8th grade. I didn't really know how to play 7th grade. I didn't know how to play basketball. So I used to stand at the foul line all day with the sun beaming on my forehead. And I used to hear, real, yes, the rhythm, the rebel, the 98 Costa. They had the 98 Cadillac cars. I was a little nigga. They was bending corners. And it was all exciting. I was like, holy shit, yo, this is what I'm going to do.
And look what you done in the long run, Mr. Murray. You have gold and platinum albums. Not that much artists can ever say that.
By the grace of God, I'm here on the wing and the prayer. Through Eric Sermon, he figured out how to make me chop my lyrics up and put me on the right smooth rhythms with the vocabulary, and then it just took off. And then he did a video for Puff Daddy called Puff Daddy produced the video Hitting Switches.
Yo,
Eric Sermon in Manhattan.
Yo, Puff Dad?
And
Puff did that? Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Puff did that. Word. And I went there. I had a leather jacket on, and I had got some weed from Roosevelt. And Biggie Smalls was there.
Oh.
I didn't really know Biggie Smalls, but I seen him with the video with Super Cat.
Yes.
And bling, bling, who's that?
Classic.
And then Biggie was like, yo, who got some weed? I was like, well, I bought some weed, and you just chipping some money out the And then we got cool like that. And then we start smoking together and talking, and then I was rapping with Eric, and then Puffy started hearing me, and then me and Biggie started hearing me, and then me and Biggie exchanged beeper numbers.
Oh,
we had beepers.
I remember those.
That was crazy. We had the beepers. We started seeing each other, and I beat them, and then I was coming from uptown Brooklyn, uptown Manhattan, leaning up, going to get cocaine with my friend Axe and Horse in the car, buying cocaine and cutting through Brooklyn. Then I stop in Brooklyn and get out at the corner of Brooklyn, and Biggie would be on the corner. I get at the back of the car, and Biggie would be like, oh, what's this pleasant surprise that I'm getting today? Mr. Murray coming to see me. Because then around that time, I had Hostile. My name was buzzing because I was doing the Hostile. I didn't do Hostile yet, but I was rapping, and they saw my style, and I was with Ian. I was around, and then we connected through the smoke and the music. Then we became friends. Then we was on the road together. Yo, that was the crazy time.
Can you remember? Because I understand that the very first time you went on tour, you followed EPMD's bus in your little car behind it, right?
Yo, yeah, that's a crazy story. Yo, you think geek.
Yo, I'm a fan, Mr. Murray. I'm not gonna front. I've been paying attention to you since 1998.
Yo, this shit is like the Keith Murray Netflix Inception to hip hop movie. Is what I'm telling you. We get a writer and write this shit out like the Wu-Tang in a video.
Oh my God! You can have all the money. I just want to be there.
You asking the right questions to make me like document it.
You know, Mr. Murray, I just want to let you know that I never knew interviewing was my passion because honestly, for 10 plus years, I was trying to find my passion in life. Like, I almost committed suicide, but, you know, somebody...
What? Wait a second. What you say?
I almost committed suicide, but...
Get out of here. I got a song.
Yeah, suicide prevention. Suicide prevention. But that shit touched my
My
heart.
best friend committed suicide.
And that's... I
And
understood...
my band player, the bass player in my band, his father committed suicide. He was a New York City cop. He committed suicide. And my friend Two-Face, they say, careful of the names you give yourself, because they come back on you. My Uncle Born True, who took me to Big Daddy Kane and them, told me that. Watch the name you give yourself, because it can come back on you. Two-Face killed himself because he didn't want to go do life in jail in the Fed. And he shot himself. On my cousin, my man Shakim's birthday, where he used to go with Shakim. Shakim got killed from gunfire. He used to go with Shakim's sister. He shot himself and killed himself. Damn.
Yeah, your suicide prevention song, Mr. Murray, I just want to let you know, like, that shit touched my heart. I'm not gonna lie. That shit...
You heard it?
Oh, of course I heard it.
We didn't really put it out yet. We just teased it. And this month right now is Suicide Prevention Month.
Yes.
So we want to gear up and get with some suicide prevention and stop bullying programs and put the song and the video out and proceeds and give some of the proceeds from the people who support and who know of that situation of suicide to the companies so to get the word out so we can prevent people from stopping to kill themselves from the pressures of the world.
And just to bring back what I was saying before too, I was trying so hard to find my calling in life. Like I tried everything from being a photographer and from being to a rapper. It wasn't until I done my very first interview that I know that I had something. But once I interviewed MC Shan, Master Ace, Razcast twice, that let me know.
Interview MC Shan?
Yes, sir. He just hit my phone the way you did too. It fucked me right up. I was.
Listen. You could not tell me that I was not MC Shan. I knew. And when I was a kid, I knew every word to MC Shan records, the movements, the articulation. You couldn't tell me I wasn't MC Shan. You couldn't tell me I wasn't LL Cool J. I was them. If they had to do a biography on them, I could have played that as a kid.
That's facts. I could see definitely playing MC Shan.
And LL Cool J. Because they had similar styles with the Kangos, with the sweatsuits.
Oh, right.
That was me. I lived vicariously through them. They made me who I am. I took my style from them, LL Cool J, MC Shan, the educated rapper from UTFO, Kool Keith from Ultramagnetic, Big Daddy Kane, G-Rap, NWA, BMB, all of that came from that, my style, except through that. And the Stevie Wonder and the Bob Marleys and the, you know what I'm saying?
You met Stevie Wonder. Like, how much people can fucking say that and Stevie Wonder knows who they are? You know how much people wish they could say that?
Well, it's a blessing. And I have to always make sure that people know that because it's inspiration for me and I inspire people. So vicariously, we live through each other. I was blown away. I was at the airport and I was picking up my daughter and I bumped into him. He was like, Keith? I know Keith. Keith. I was like, oh, shit. I got to go home and fucking make the... right after this interview, I'm about to go focus and get my shit together.
Mr. Murray, my favorite verse from you of all time is track 14, No Guest List. That's my shit right there.
Oh, for real?
That's
On
my
the Death
shit.
Squad album?
Yes, sir. Yo, I got it right in my hand, yo. That's my shit right there, yo. I stole that from my uncle.
How it go? You stole it from your uncle?
Yeah, he's probably gonna kick my ass now because he realized what happened. But yeah, sorry, Uncle Kelly, I got your Def Squad album. Shit's
You
fun.
see how uncles are so influential in hip hop?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Uncles are so influential in hip hop.
Because I won't front. If I never would have took that album once I heard Full Cooperation, I probably would have been mad late on to you too because I took that album from him in 2002. No, 2001.
For real?
Yeah, because I was in junior high at the time.
2001 is the time I came out of jail from doing 3 years incarceration. I did a year in the box, and I did 3 years for assault in the first degree. 2001.
You were still in high school at the time, right? I mean, so you were in college at the time, right?
2001?
Yes.
No, I was coming off of a 36-month year bid in jail.
Okay.
2001. I did 23 hours in a cell in Big Cheshire in Connecticut.
I can't imagine that, Mr. Murray. I won't front. I can't imagine that.
You missed that part about me. I was in jail for 3 years.
But the way that album had the impact it did, you would have thought you were in jail.
When I did the jail stitch, I left John and I went to Def Jam when I came out of jail for 3 years.
Oh.
That I didn't do, and I went to trial and I pleaded my innocence. And the victim said he didn't see Keith Murray at the scene of the crime, and the judge said the witnesses didn't see Keith Murray, but the jury found him guilty, so I have to give him 5 years.
Damn.
I did 3. He took 2 years off because he didn't see me at the scene of the crime. But the DA said I can't convict people that I don't know who did the crime if Keith Murray don't tell who did it. So I didn't tell, and then I did you 3 years.
I'm glad he cut it down though, because
They said I came in a limo. I came in a van.
did you?
Dude who got hurt said he didn't see me there. And I didn't get exonerated, but to this day I didn't do it. But I ate that because I was the ringleader of a crew for LOD, and we was out wilding the game like kind of Bloods and Crips and Latin Kings, and we was out wilding, and karma came back on me, and I bared that torch. 23 hours. I went to jail. The judge signed me in solitary confinement. I had to sign myself out of the box to go into population for a year.
Jeez.
We went to the gym like once or twice a week. Took showers like every other day. Was in a cell with the toilet right there and the TV right there for a year. Looking out the window, all I saw was a deer and a tree.
Damn. See, I can't imagine that, Mr. Murray, but
That's when I came out with the album Enigma. But right before Enigma came out, I went in. I was sitting in court by myself, convicted for something I didn't do because of the life I led and the people I was around, and I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say I put people in jail. That was crazy. And I thought the justice system would reward me, but they failed me. But shit I did, I went to trial and I got away with it. So karma got me for that too. Because in Nassau, I did some shit. I went to trial and I got away with it.
Yes.
And somebody got hurt and cut up for raises and shit. But then shit I didn't do, I went to jail for. Karma.
Shit, I remember when somebody tried to do $150 on my face, yo. Oh shit, he's not fucking standing there when he tried that.
Word?
Yeah, I was on the corner in the middle of the block. Guy came up to me, he's like, yo, you don't belong here. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And as soon as when he swung, I fucking did like the Matrix shit. And I was like, and I won't say what I did after that. I don't want to incriminate myself. Well, in Canada, it's even more. In Canada, it's not as bad as United
trial.
States.
I had a whole white trial.
Oh, damn.
I took a lie detector test. They denied it. Everything.
They denied you the lie detector test? That's fucked.
Yep. They denied it.
That is fucked.
It don't stand Commonwealth state. It don't stand up in the state of law. I said I didn't do it.
Well, yeah. Because, like, the only thing you have is your word and your balls.
My word and my balls. And I won't give them up for nobody.
That's a fact, Mr. Murray. That's a big fact.
Word.
You know, Mr. I always knew you were a real one from the jump.
I'm not a liar, and I don't steal from people.
You know,
I don't fabricate the truth. I have integrity, and I'm on the forefront of hip-hop to further the culture.
And that's what it's all about. Because, I'm going to be upfront with you, Mr. Murray. When I was playing Def Jam Vendetta as a preteen, nobody could fuck with me when I was you. Nobody.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy, because I still, I just show my kids. I got 4 girls.
Okay.
I have to go get that video game. I was actually in a video game.
Yes, sir, you were.
Show them.
Nobody could fuck with me when I was Keith Murray.
What console was that?
PS4 and GameCube. I mean, sorry, PS2, PS2.
Send me the information. I gotta get that game and show my kids that, because I don't have it. I had them and I gave them to my nephews and everything, and then I don't have them anymore. I need that. I'm glad you brought that up. I need to show my kids that, and my fans and the kids in the community and the kids at risk, that you can come from somewhere and do something. At first, I was in the room. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Me, I was downtrodden because I was like, I don't look like me, and I was negative. But it's me in the long run. Yeah, that's me in the video game. I need that information for the world to see.
I have it, like, literally, like, all in my cupboard. So once we get off the phone, I'll send you everything through the text message, Mr. Murray.
That's crazy.
This is...
You're a unique individual because you go into depth of the artist.
Really?
Yeah. And the fans can be awakened for those who know and those who don't know, and then we can continue the legacy.
But that's what hip-hop should be about, though, is informing the people about your accomplishments.
Exactly.
Like I said, Mr. Murray, I was born in the wrong era. I should have been born in 81, because me born in 91, man, some of these kids, I don't relate to them. I don't. Like, I should have been born in 81.
But you was born when you was born, and now you have to do your work and bridge the gap. That's what I do. I bridge the gap, so everything's a potential melting pot.
You know, Tech from Smith & Wesson told me the exact same thing you just said. Bridge the gap.
Yeah, that's one of my best friends.
You know, General Steel also appeared on the show, too?
Tech and Steel, those are two of my best friends.
Those are the most humblest legends I've ever talked to.
Yeah, we came up together. They got a new album, too. Shout out to their new album.
Oh, I bought that on vinyl and CD. The All.
Huh?
The All.
The All, yeah.
I bought that on vinyl and CD.
My new album is called The Most Ugliest Thing in This World, produced by Eric Sermon.
Oh, so it's not the... So was it originally titled The Beauty of It All?
No.
Okay.
That was a while back.
Yes.
But now me and Eric Sermon is sitting together now, tweaking the most ugliest thing in this world to come out soon, so we can put out new music and let people see what we're doing in here and what's going on.
Would that be on Def Squad's streaming, or would that be on all the streaming sites, Mr. Murray?
Well, we have to do our due diligence.
Yes.
For spiderweb effect over a fixed transformation of time, so that we can continue the legacy and that it should grow. Because you have to do your work. You eat what you kill now. Nowadays.
I like that.
And as fast as you can get it together, you get it together. But you eat what you kill, baby. If you're independent.
That's a fact. What made you want to name it The Ugliest Thing of It All?
Eric Sermon did it.
No way.
They was like, yo, do the most beautiful part 2. Do the most beautiful part 2. You can't do the most beautiful part 2.
Yeah, you can.
You gotta do the most ugliest, because it's ugly out here.
Oh.
And then we could probably revisit that idea.
Yo, that's
You can
genius.
talk about a wide range of things, a wide range of thought-provoking things, beats, and vocabulary, and sounds, and ideas, and message, so it can go to a great body of work to continue the legacy and the synergy that the Def Squad had. You know what I'm saying?
Is it really true there's going to be a El Nino Part 2?
Well, I just talked to Redman on the text yesterday, and I talked to Eric Sherman 2 days ago, and it's up in the air, and we're trying to figure out how we can put our pulse on it, because remember, Def Squad is a band of brothers,
Yes.
solo artists that mesh together to come together. We know each other's families,
A super group.
kids, and things of that nature, and we're solo artists, and Def Jam had put us together because of the album that they did for that album was called what in the beginning?
The album was called Checking Me Out.
In the beginning it was rap when all the groups did all the songs, and we emulated the record, and we did Rapper's Delight, and that came from that. So Def Jam asked us to do an album. We never was going to do a Def Squad album, because we're all over the place. They just meshed together by the grace of God and became one. We never said, yo, Def Squad is going to be a crew with one album and do multiple albums. We solo groups, a band of brothers. A band of brothers.
But I bet that what makes the most timeless music is when a band of brothers that are established artists come together for a super group like that. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing though, I played Full Cooperation at some wedding. Yo, that wedding fucking went off. I ain't even gonna front.
You said what?
When I played Checking Me Out for a wedding, yo, that whole wedding went up crazy, like fucking celebrate. There was people on the table. There was crazy. Yo, I really wish I had that on video.
Checking me out when I stepped in, rocking the electric velvet.
I was like, shit.
Having fun, right?
Yeah, sir. Oh, they were getting lit. I ain't gonna front. They were getting lit to that at the wedding.
Yeah, but it's one thing to have fun, be serious in business.
Yes.
Freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, and make money through capitalist gains. And we all can live together and coexist, or we can all happily kill each other.
Yo, I love your energy, Mr. Murray. I even before I even had contact with you, when I listen to your music, I always knew that you were the exact same person outside of the music.
Yeah, because my name is Keith Omar Murray Jr., the Black James Bond, the most eligible bachelor in the world, but I respect all women and children, and I will run circles around you and hand you your ass. Interesting Negro in the universe.
So I have to ask Mr. Murray too, because you are the very first platinum artist to ever appear on the show. What was the feeling like when you first got your gold album? What was that feeling like when somebody came and told you, yo, Keith, you know you went gold, right?
Yo, that's crazy. I'm going to tell you a story that nobody has ever known. So, go back to Biggie Smalls, God bless his day, right?
God rest.
You're on the road. The most beautiful thing in this world is rocking. Rocking. Then you got, I came to bring the pain, all goes the brain. That's what time of astral plane. Then you got Juicy. Shout out to the people who was helping me when I was just trying to feed my kids Biggie, Juicy. The cops call the cops on me, the teachers. That was the era, right? Murray was the third one. And so I was like, yo, at Jive Records, my popularity is not matching my sales. What's going on? So, you know, I'm coming from the Life of Rowley, and Biggie is popping. He going platinum. Meth going platinum. Red doing anything. And Murray is just still at gold. What's going on? So, I come from Long Island. I come from college. I come from streets, school, college, sports. I get in the elevator, and there's Barry White, the president of Jive Wrestling.
Jesus Christ, Barry White, holy fuck.
I said, yo, Barry, well, mind you, I'm doing all this promotion. I'm bigging up the album. Everybody's surpassing me. And Biggie was like, yo, Murray, your album is at a standstill. Remember, I'm on the plane with Puffy.
Yes.
Praying. We doing remixes. We going. We moving. Murray, you're the only one whose records is at a standstill. And this was the time where people was like, yo, money was being stuck under the table. What's going on? So, I'm in the elevator. Barry White is in the elevator. I said, yo, Barry, what's up? What's going on? How you doing? He said, how you doing, G? I said, yo, my album is at a standstill, man. Everybody is going platinum. I'm gold. And I punched the wall in the elevator right by his ear. Ow! Tension in the air. It was him, and I think it was a guy named Horse. Jeff Sledge was there, and Jeff, another guy, Jeff, Jewish guy, and then the problem was like, yo, y'all ain't doing my work. Everybody is out here. I was telling me, I was doing me. I'm running around here. I'm shining. I'm the most beautiful thing in the world. Why am I not platinum?
Yeah.
The album goes gold. Bomb.
Damn.
Because, you know, I had the number 5. Then, later on, like, after I get out of jail, Nas goes to Def Jam.
Yes.
And he does the album with Damian Marley.
Oh, yeah, Distant Relatives.
So, Distant Relatives, yes. So, I'm in Central Park. And I'm with my man, Pac. He's from Pakistan. The desert nigga. He's my business partner. So we in the back, the Jamaican flags is flying, Nas is rocking, Damon rocking, and Pac's like, yo, Murray, where you got me at? This is crazy. I'm like, yeah. Hi. We walk in, we see who? Barry White. Barry White says, Murray said, oh shit, Barry, how you doing? Nas is standing there.
Yeah.
The concert is done. The concert is over. We in the back, cooling down. Jungle there, Nas there, we chilling. So Barry White, I was like, hey, how you get? Remember, I left Def Jam, and I left Jive, and I went to Def Jam. So we standing there, we chill, we talking like, oh, that was a great show, you know, it was a wonderful show. You know, I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm not trying to, you know, just having a good time, just seeing, letting Nas cool down. And then Barry White goes, Murray, remember you trapped me in the elevator and you punched the wall behind my ear? And you tried to beat me up? I said, oh shit. Now you beating me up. He's a fucking millionaire white guy. He's like, yo, we laughing, we smiling, it's all tears. Remember he brought the situation up when I was a little kid, volatile, I punch it. Now I said, yeah, now you beating me up. Oh, shit, crazy. And I said, yo, so, you know, and then this is when I was getting my footing back right.
Yes.
Def Jam, I had this situation with Def Jam, and it wasn't going well. And then I nullified them, and I said, you got a business card? He said, I don't carry business cards. I only got business cards when I go to Japan. Call me. We laughed, joked, had a good time. Nas went cool down. Me and Pac, my man, we left. Barry, it was a good night, and it was just nice to slap.
Wow. I'm glad. That's crazy how you remember that after all these years. Because, like, that's crazy how he remembered that after.
A classic moment right there.
That was.
Nobody ever knew. And Nas was looking like, word, that happened? Word. And to this day, I still got a black cloud over my head. So the moral of the story is, anybody or hurt nobody. I am an asset. I am not a liability. Corporate America, let me in and let me be the next billionaire, please. Congratulations on Oz's billions, his rise to his race to his billions with Master Pill and Barry Weiss in the business world. And I'm a very approachable, cordial guy. The most beautiful thing in the world. Album. Most ugliest is coming now.
And for the
shameless plug.
And for the U.S.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
and for the U.S. government, if you're listening, Keith Murray's a citizen to society, so let him fucking come to Canada.
Oh, but wait. The Barry White thing and the business thing and the Black Cloud. I'm a very approachable guy, and I love everybody and come out to the shows and support my brand through the internet. It's what's very important, the internet. And yes, please, let Keith Murray in Canada. They will not let me in Canada.
I know they won't. We have the most fucked up laws out here. It is fucked. But yet.
Yo, you fucked up my Barry White Def Jam story. But Canada is another thing. Oh my God. Oh, Canada.
You gotta come to Canada, Mr. Murray. We have the best weed out here.
I love you, Canada. But please, let Keith Murray in Canada.
And when you do get here, I'll have the loud on deck for you. No charge.
Yo, they got black squirrels in Canada.
Yo, actually, there's like 5 in my backyard right now. I'm looking at them right now.
Yo, they got black squirrels in Canada.
Is that like something unique?
There you go. I'm doing a radio interview. Oh, really? Yeah. And it's in Canada. You know they got black squirrels in Canada? They got black squirrels. I'm at the store. When I do interviews, the way I do it, I walk outside. Because if I'm in the house with the kids and stuff, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm outside. They got black squirrels in Canada. I never have seen them. Huh? I never have seen them. You never seen it, right? Can you hear them?
I'll take a picture, Mr. Murray.
Wait, can you hear them, Ed?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Hey, still, I never have seen that. Square, just like gray, something a little black, you know?
Really? Yeah, I'll take a picture and I'll send it to Mr. Murray.
Have you ever saw a black squirrel? No. They don't know in America there's no black squirrels in America.
What?
That's crazy.
Mr. Murray, what color are the squirrels?
Yo.
What color are the
crazy.
What color are the squirrels in USA?
What do you mean what color in USA? Squirrels all over the world. Great.
Because I never been to the USA. Never.
Never?
Never, ever, ever.
I gotta get your paperwork right. You gotta come to the USA, buddy. Me and you need to do a radio show. USA Canada brothers. We're brothers. We're brothers. Black Squirrels. The Black Squirrels is the show.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's the name of the show.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, the whole world don't know there's black squirrels in Canada.
Yo, that is crazy. I still can't believe that.
Yo, don't let nobody know that. We're gonna make T-shirts. Do not. Yo, don't end this interview yet.
No, I'll cut that part out. I'll cut the black squirrel part out. We'll get that paper right.
Yeah, we gotta what's that shit called?
Now
We
we're
gotta trademark that shit.
yeah, the Lowe and Keith Murray show, Black Squirrels.
Yeah, I got a brain fart. It's so funny I got a brain fart. Oh my God. See, I want to do radio. See, this is another side of me. I'm a Gemini and I want to do radio.
Oh, you're a
He
Gemini.
really wants to do radio.
Wow, you're like my dad. My dad's a Gemini before I lost him.
Huh?
I said you're like my dad. My dad's a Gemini before I lost him.
Oh, God bless his dad. Yeah, but...
Oh no, he's not dead. He just hooked on drugs.
Oh, you said you lost him.
Yeah, but he's hooked on drugs, so I don't get to see him. Like he
Oh, you sound somber when you say it. You lost someone. In New York, we say we lost somebody. It means he died.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, the slang up here, yeah, it's totally different.
Oh, yeah, the language barrier. See, another thing is language barrier through music.
Yes.
Music is, covers all language barriers. I be in countries that don't know English, that know music. I was in Japan when I was 20 years old.
What?
They knew the whole words to the most beautiful thing in the world, but they don't know no English. They didn't.
You were 20 years old in Japan? Holy fuck.
Yeah, they didn't know no English, but they knew every word to the song.
That's why hip-hop is a universal language, I always tell people.
Yo, and hip-hop is everything. Hip-hop took me all over the world. I would have never went to Japan if it wasn't for hip-hop. Words. I went to Okinawa, everywhere.
We never would have got all this classic music from you, too, if hip-hop didn't exist.
Huh?
I said we wouldn't have gotten all this classic music from you if hip-hop didn't exist.
Yeah, you're right. Hip-hop.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's crazy.
So, Mr. Murray, I won't take up much of your time, too. This is the question I ask all my...
What is this, a podcast?
Yeah, well, we'll be on iHeartMedia, too.
It's like an hour show.
All my interviews are 45 minutes to an hour, Mr. Murray. I won't lie.
How long we been on air?
Hour and 2 minutes.
Because the show is, I walk from the house to the store, back to the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just sitting in one office. The phone's crazy.
I heard you moving around. But like I said, I won't take up much of your time, Mr. Murray. This is a question that I ask a lot of my guests. And the reason why I ask this question is your words can literally save someone. So with that being said, do you have any words for somebody in a dark place that's trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Wait, that's crazy because remember, go back to the incarceration thing.
Yes.
When I was incarcerated, I got a letter from a female that said that she was going to commit suicide, but when the most beautiful thing in this world video came on, she didn't commit suicide. I can't find that letter nowhere. She said, yo, I was going to end it all. But when your video and your song came on, Keith Murray, I did not kill myself. Yo, that shit took me for a loop.
Damn. But that's how...
And I realized how powerful music is.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the support system around me and the energy to prevent it on a day-to-day basis. I have to get with the organizations. Anybody who's out there listening can point me in the right direction, and I can know how to use so much of my time to, you know what I'm saying, dedicate. I can help, but damn, that's crazy. Somebody actually told me that. And my darkest hour, her darkest hour, she didn't kill herself through a letter and music.
That's why I love hip-hop, because it saves people's lives.
It was the title of the song.
Yeah. Oh, it was the title. Wow.
Because she realized that life is the most beautiful thing in this world.
You know, Crooked Eye said that, and he's my idol. Crooked Eye's my idol. You know, he said that's
One of my friends, one of my good friends.
You know,
Me and Cannabis did an album, and he was on it.
You know, Crooked Eye was the person who showed me dreams come true. Because he said something in the Sway interview that the most beautiful thing in this world is the greatest hip-hop record ever, and I truly believe that.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that right beside you.
Wait, Crooked Eye said the most beautiful thing in this world is the best hip-hop record ever?
One of the greatest, and he said that right beside you on the Sway.
One of the greatest?
Yeah, one of the greatest.
Oh, he said that? I forgot. I didn't know that.
It's documented, Mr. Murray. It's actually on the Sway Universe interview that y'all did together.
Send me that link. I gotta see that.
I will. I'll send you a bunch of links to the Def Squad album, that video game, and that, Mr. Murray.
Okay.
But But before I let you go, Mr. Murray, is there anything that you want to plug in before I let you go? Once again, I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this because you, man, I still can't believe this is happening. Thank you, Mr. Murray.
Yeah, you never know what happens until you talk to a person.
I bet you weren't expecting these questions either.
Yeah, it was a good mood, a good place. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you do interviews, you have to say, okay, it's press day. You
Yeah.
go into this office, you sit there, and you go through all your press, and you talk to all your people to push your brand. This is vicarious. We meshed good, and it was great. We meshed.
That's what I love.
That's why some things don't happen. But I don't know how far this will go. Maybe I can use it, you can use it, and somebody can, it can help somebody. Because it helped me.
Tell you what, then, Mr. Murray, it sure helped me. Is there anything?
Maybe we should cut that part out.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Whatever you want cut out, I'll cut right out. Whatever you want cut out, I'll cut right out.
I got mad. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay.
I got mad personality too.
This is a real one on the phone for the listeners listening. You don't get more authentic than this. Most people, when they reach Mr. Murray stardom, they'll be so fucking Hollywood. Mr. Murray is one of a kind.
Yeah, but if you didn't catch me at the time, I walked from the house to the store. I got in the quiet place by the store. You probably wouldn't have got this type of energy. If I was in the house, it would have been different. Time, energy, and space is very important too. So get out and get some fresh air, people. Keith Murray, the most ugliest thing in this world, coming at you soon. Peace.
That being said, it's another classic interview from the very first gold and platinum artist to ever appear on the show, the one and only Keith Murray.
Yeah, stretch your legs, ride the bike, you know. It's nice to